This is Master Your Mindset with Coach Mark.
Hey guys, what is going on, my people, and welcome back to another Thursday microcast. Today, we're talking about the quickest way to gain influence over those you lead. So I did a recent presentation that I think I talked about last podcast that taught people how to begin the early stages of becoming an influential leader. And whenever I have conversations with people trying to become that leader, one of the words that comes up a lot is influence, because getting people to take action, not because you tell them they need to, but by making it be something that is not only in congruence with what they want to achieve, but also with that of the team, is really like being able to use influence to your best degree. All right. So when you can get other people to take actions that's in their best interest, which just so happens to be in the best interest of the team, it's a game changer. And one of the ways, or one of the things that people ask me is how can I gain influence the quickest? All right. How can I gain influence the quickest? Now, there's two answers to this. Number one is, why do you want to gain influence quickly? Right. Because this is not something that is an instantaneous thing. You don't immediately meet somebody and they immediately have full influence over you. It's something that builds up, but there is a way of doing it in a quicker manner, okay? And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So in today's episode, I want to share a strategy that will help you start to influence others in an authentic way so you can help lead them to create massive results in their lives without having to spend years and years learning how to influence them, all right? Now, what most people do is they think they need all of the skills in the world first. They think they need what to say. They think they need how to make a decision. They think they need all of these things on the outside first before they can actually start influencing people. But what happens is that means that they're in constant learning mode. They're never actually taking action themselves. They're not ever influencing people because they're talking themselves out of it, like we talked about in the last episode, right? Because they don't have those skills yet. And so I want to really simplify this for you guys today, because there's a four-part system that I teach in the Ideal Leader Blueprint. I want to talk about the first part today because I really feel like this is the foundation and this is the most important piece of all. And I think a lot of us as leaders forget this part, that this is the thing that makes the biggest impact, all right? Now, this thing is called modeling, all right? It's called modeling. And what I mean by modeling, sorry about that, is you're taking the actions that you're asking other people to take. Now, of course, it's individual actions. You can think of it that way. But also, are you setting big goals? Are you taking big actions? Are you going out there and getting coached? Are you out there doing the things that you're asking other people to do? Now, taking actions yourself is the best way that you can influence people. Now, when we're taking actions, of course, there's a second piece where you have to actually let them see that you're taking actions, right? But really, it's something that you can control within yourself, the actions that you're taking, the things that you're doing, and whether or not you are advising people to take actions that are the same as what you're currently doing. When you do that, I can't tell you the amount of influence you will gain from people by taking those actions. We always say hey, we want a leader that's actually down in the trenches, right? Well, what does that mean? Well, that means they're taking the actions they're asking me to take. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. Maybe you're a leader and you haven't taken those actions yet. Well, guess what? How about you ask that person to, hey, you know what? I really want to spend some time down here so that I can understand and I can really be a part of this and I can actually go out there and take those actions. Can you show me what it is, some of the stuff that you're doing? Even that in and of itself will create influence. So when you're thinking about leading others, the person that you need to really think about first is leading yourself. It's the foundation of it all. And I want you to really think about this, if you follow a leader, do you follow them because of what they tell you, or do you follow them because of what they stand for and what their own ability to lead themselves is? I know for me, whenever I see a leader who has something amazing that I want to acquire, if they don't have the building blocks of let's say their family or their health, they're not somebody that I typically follow. And the reason why is because I know that influencing people starts from that modeling the behavior, and I want to make sure that they are modeling the behavior that they're asking me to do. And if they're modeling that behavior, then I'm 100% all in with it. So here's the thing. I would like you guys for the rest of this week to really focus on creating influence by modeling the behavior yourself. Are you taking the actions that you're asking other people to take? And let me tell you, if you're not, that's totally cool. This is why you have a podcast to listen to. This will bring your awareness to it, right? It just reminds you of like, hey, make this priority number one, not to shame, not to degrade you or anything like that, but because you cannot help and you cannot fix the things that you do not even know exist, right? So use this as an ability of getting started on the influential ladder, right? To getting out there to influence other people, but also don't use it against yourself. Use it as an ability for you to continue to grow, okay? All right, guys, I appreciate you so much for making it here to the end of another episode, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week, all right? Stay safe, everybody. Bye.